come with me to spend the day together in Peru. I think a lot of people think when you full-time travel or you live a nomad life, every day is this crazy adventure. And it's not. It's not at all. Yeah, you go on adventures sometimes here and there, but life itself is the adventure. And just learning to live simple and to enjoy your time and to make the most of it. So today is one of those days. My body was craving a nice long beach walk, so that was the plan. But first, we had to get some fuel and headed to my favorite cafe here, where I got my veggie sandwich and a matcha latte. It is so delicious. This is the matcha. They did such a cute little flower design. I absolutely love it. I brought my book along, and the worker had never seen a Kindle, so that was really cute. He was so amused by it. But this had roasted eggplant and all deliciousness. And then off to the beach we went afterwards. It's quite sad at the moment because this used to be all just sand, and you see all of this rock and rubbish that has washed up. It is from a huge swell that hit, and everything is like covered in sandbags, and they are just trying to restore the beach. As a tourist, the best thing I could possibly do in this situation is just give my money where it's needed and back to the locals, and so that is what I try to do. Every little bit obviously helps, but let's get back to it. The beach walk. There was definitely so many beautiful shells, and look at the little pony, so cute. We are trying to get all the way to the end because I think there's a surprise waiting down there. It was luckily a nice cloudy day, so the sun wasn't too hot for this adventure. And I just started to realize there are so many beautiful shells and little rocks washed up. So check out some of the beautiful rocks that came up on this end of the beach. Like, this was so red and it looked like tie-dye. It was super neat. I was a big fan, but it's too heavy to carry in my bag, so I needed to find a littler one in order to take with me. And I happened upon this pink one. It was super fluorescent. I loved it. I feel like the video does not do justice for how pink it was, but I did bring it along. And then of course you always find a little bit of plastic wash up. I did dispose of this because why not pick up trash while you can. And then the mountain view in the back from here was so beautiful. I absolutely just was having the best time. I feel like this place would be like a bird watcher's dream because there's so many awesome birds. These ones were huge. I have no idea what they were. So if anybody knows what kind of big, giant, large birds are in Peru, let me know because they were so cool. And then there was a bunch of sea foam. Obviously, I had to go splash and dip my toes into the sea foam. Who wouldn't? And at this point, it was super cute. Some locals came up to me and they made sure I was not going in the water. They were like, danger, danger, because the waves are so crazy massive right now. I was like, I'm just on a walk. I knew better to get into these waves because they will take you out and you will get caught in the riptide and be gone forever. So I was making sure to not do that. And then look at this rock I found. It was so magical. It was so tie-dye. I definitely took this one. It will fit in my backpack. I have room for this. And here we are. I found the surprise waiting at the end of the beach. You can barely see here, but they were flamingos. Same thing. The bright pink coats like don't get captured well on camera, but there was just so many flamingos just chilling, being flamingos. Only ever seen flamingos in a zoo, so that was cool to see them in their natural habitat. And after watching the flamingos, it was the perfect day and location to have a solo dance party on the beach. There was nobody in sight, and I just decided to put on my headphones, give a little sun salutation of gratitude for just this beautiful life I live, and decided to have a little solo beach dance party. It was a blast. On my walk back, I realized I only packed one water bottle. I could have used about 4 or 5 right now. I was so thirsty. This is my problem when I adventure, is that I forget I have to turn around and walk back. Look at how far we are. I live all the way by the lighthouse, so we have to get all the way back up that way. What was I thinking? Oh, well, I had a great time. I'll make it. I'll survive. And same, these birds were also very cute. They had very bright red beaks. This is a blue bottle jellyfish. If that is in the water with you, it will sting you. Okay, and then this next part, I got really emotional and sad. But a happy sad, because I have been just thinking about like aging lately, and in my 20s I was so insecure of like fine lines and wrinkles, and I would do all the treatments to prevent those, and it's beautiful. Like, embrace your body wrinkles, embrace your stretch marks, embrace the beauty that you are nature, and this is a part of life. And I feel like all these ripples and these beautiful patterns in the sand just made me think of that. And then I thought this was another jellyfish, but it turns out it was just a huge chunk of old sea glass that was super beautiful and smooth. I wish I had enough room to take it with, but I do not. So I just left it for somebody else to find one day. Maybe they'll think it's a jellyfish too. And this was so bright as well, but again, too big to fit in the suitcase on the way back home. And look at the size of this moth. I tried to put my shoe in comparison. It was massive. This was like heaven when I finally ran into my favorite coconut man. He has the coldest, best coconuts here on the beach, and he sees me every day, and I buy one every day. I love him so much. And I was still so thirsty. Like I said, I could drink the whole sea at this point, but instead I settled for a pineapple juice at this little cafe. It really did quench my thirst. Between the coconut and the pineapple, I was definitely satisfied after that. I was debating if I was hungry for lunch, but I wasn't quite yet with all the walking, so I'll just have some lunch back at my Airbnb later. I did stop at the little fruit stand to get some mangoes and avocados just to keep as a snack in my place, and some grapes. I did get grapes as well. And then the journey up the hill begins. It is quite the hike to get up here, but it is so worth it because wait till you see the view from the top. We made it to the top, and this is where we went today, all the way down to that jetty. I believe it's about 2 miles there and 2 miles back. And home sweet home we are. I took a nice cool shower when I got back, and then after that decided to come out on my beautiful balcony here and have a little moment of peace and quiet, do some stretching after that nice long walk, and a little bit of meditation as well. I'm not going to bore you with all that. So I just wanted to say thank you for coming along on my beach journey today. I hope you had a good time, and if you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I have many more daily vlogs and adventures to come. So thank you for being here, and I hope that you have a lovely, lovely, magical day yourself.